Hi, it's Tilly Tarot, and I wanted to do a couple of basic 3-card spreads just to kind of show how you can do them for yourself to practice. As an update on my learning process, I have put together a pretty freaking big tarot journal, and it's got information about every card and pictures of every card. My poor printer, I know, right? But anyway, I've come to really learn a lot about getting past just the meanings, where I have to check the meanings, which I still do have to check the meanings, but I'm getting to where I'm memorizing sort of a key word that reminds me of that page in my journal, and I can therefore see better, and remember more about what each card means. So let's do, whoopsies, that was a big bunch of cards to fall out. I'm just shuffling my Morgan Greer deck, which I love. So every day I do a 3-card, what do I need to know today? You need sort of a question or a topic to pull cards, unless you're just pulling them either to A, study them, or B, but you're still in that aspect, you would still be kind of like asking, what do I need to know? If you're just doing like, my theme of the day, is the reversed Knight of Swords. Reverse Knight of Swords. But otherwise, you kind of do need to ask sort of a question. So watch this. I'm going to do Mind, Body, Soul. That's a really popular one. And I prefer, when I am doing tarot readings, even for myself, I prefer to do it like this. And I prefer to ask aloud, sort of like a question for each position. But that's just for me and for my personal tarot use. So mind, I choose this. Okay, and I want to just lay those back out a little. So body, I choose this, and then soul. Everybody does their shuffling differently, and I just like to do a lot of really crazy shuffle techniques all mixed together, because the point of it, I think, really is the random factor, kind of. So it needs to be random, and sometimes I'll shuffle them more than once. And then I'm going to pick a soul card right here. Okay, so I also, for some reason, I don't like having my cards like all spread out, so then I would turn around first card, do it this way, not the opposite way, because that messes up the reversal. Oops. Okay, so my mind card is the Chariot. Well, you can see that. And, okay, so I'm going to just keep going. My body card. Reversed 3 of Swords. I love that beautiful image. And then my soul card, is the Ace of Swords. And I went, okay, like that, because I know that aces are pretty good. They're good to get. So, initial impressions. The Chariot, not so good of a card. But that is my mind card. And that's interesting, because these 2 cards are sword cards, which have to do with the mind, but my mind card ends up being this Chariot. So that being said, those are and then let's see, my body card. I'm pretty sure that the Three of Swords reversed is going to have a more positive connotation than if it were upright. Since it's reversed, upright, you can see, obviously, it's very obvious what its meaning is. Reversed, I think that I'm going to find that it is not quite as bad, or may have a different meaning. But I'm just going to consult with my journal here about this Chariot. The Chariot card, okay, so it definitely is about willpower, control, assertion, determination, conquest, victory through hard work, coming to terms with your aggressive impulses. When some sources would say the Chariot card, when upright, it means victory. This guy is gonna find victory, but if it's reversed, it means he's going to find defeat. So, but mine was upright, so that would say to me, for being in the position of my mind, that I basically am going through a period of some struggle with, you know, this guy's obviously not just lounging in paradise, he's, you know, got his horses and he's, you know, in battle maybe. So, you know, this is, my mind is kind of, yeah, my mind is sort of in a battle stance. So, the reversed Three of Swords then, I'm gonna go to the page in my journal where I have it, but I'm pretty sure I know already. Yeah, okay, so if it were upright, it would be talking about heartbreak, loneliness, betrayal, etc. In its reverse position, some meanings that I sort of get from it are, you know, forgiveness, optimism, maybe. But also, I think that, like, I get from this card that there is, like, a block, and it's something to do with getting something across. So maybe my body is hurt in some way that either I'm unable to see it, it's blocking, something is blocking me, or yeah, or I'm having some sort of difficulty. Yeah, so that's what I would take in this particular setting for it to mean. So the Ace of Swords, okay, an ace is always sort of it's an indicator for newness and, like, you know, a time of new ideas, new whatever. Well, ideas, yeah, and the swords. So, okay, the Ace of Swords, we're talking about mental force. Aces, the potential for ... That's what I have on all the ace pages of my journal, because I think ace equals potential. And since it's swords, it's mental potential. So, potential for truth and justice, mental clarity, yeah, a lot of clarity. Clarity. I've written down a few things also, such as double-edged situations, let's see, and what else? Oh, a clean, sharp energy, finding out what's real, but also I wrote down know thyself. The mind is a weapon, and you can use it against yourself or for yourself. So those are some of my notes. So that's how I would do mind, body, soul. Those don't really have to tie in so much with each other, but you see how they do tie in. The sword suit here is represented twice, and, you know, my mind, I feel like, is where the most trouble ever is in my existence, is in my mind, and I think that that's being shown here by this. card, the Chariot, which is part of the major arcana, and therefore in readings it is to be not taken lightly. So anyway, that's all for today's Tilly Tarot lesson.